we can simply live here, and his noblemen will come here to talk about the country. Then Zygmunt III Vasa is actually half Swedish, because his father was a Swedish king. When Swedish king died in Sweden, Polish king Zygmunt III is the right king of Sweden. For 7 years, because of Zygmunt III, we were united with Sweden. So the country is even bigger. And the king wants to be closer to his third capital, this time Stockholm. And yes, the river that we will find over there is going from the south of Poland and then it goes to the north to the Baltic Sea, our natural border between Poland and Sweden. So the location of Warsaw wins again. And finally, something happened to the castle in Krakow. Have you been to Krakow? I already asked you. Some of you, maybe you go after Warsaw. Krakow is a beautiful town. I have to admit it, although I'm from Warsaw, and maybe you know that we don't like each other so much. Why? I'm going to tell you. Because 400 years ago, the Krakow castle was burnt. Who burned the castle? Not people from Warsaw, but Zygmunt III. Zygmunt III was an alchemist, not only a king but also an alchemist. Like, not the best alchemist ever, like this guy Flamel who found the Philosopher's Stone. No, it's not our king. Our king was more like Ron Weasley, I would say. Because when he was trying to find the Philosopher's Stone, this kind of substance, to turn every metal into gold, he burns the part of his castle. And he says, I'm a king, I'm not going to live here anymore, I'm just moving my residence to Warsaw. And he moves. He moves over there where you can see the bricky part of the palace, and then he builds for himself a five-wing palace that we call the Royal Castle in Warsaw. Since then we can say we are the capital of Poland, because next Polish kings are not going to live in Krakow nor Vilnius anymore, but here in Warsaw. And since then Warsaw is growing and developing, so the former suburbs of the town became one of the most iconic, one of the most beautiful streets for a walk in Warsaw, where you can find the presidential palace, where Polish president works and lives. You can also find the Chopin's heart in the Holy Cross Church, because Frederick Chopin is so related to Warsaw that we wanted to have his heart at least in our city. Then you can also find the very good universities, the University of Warsaw, and then Academy of Fine Arts, and then you can also find other nice places, monuments and buildings, so for sure it's a nice street. And it has a very nice Warsaw name. Behind you can find the name of this lovely street. Ulica means street, Krakowskie Przedmieście means the suburbs of Krakow Street. I don't even tell you, have tell you that when Zygmunt III moved his residence here, suddenly Krakow people don't like us, and they don't like us until today, because they're not the capital anymore. And I've actually heard from my tourists that in Krakow, some people are trying to convince them that Krakow is still the capital of Poland. So yeah, I love them, and today I'm not going to tell you anything wrong about Krakow, only facts. So yeah, the thing is that we are not the suburbs of Krakow. We are in the former suburbs of the small medieval town, and we are the former route from Warsaw to Krakow. The even crazier thing is that where you can see the short wall over there, people sitting on this wall, you can find the scooters. Over there was a gate, one of the gates to Warsaw, and the gate was called Krakow Gate. So I don't know who was giving the names to these kind of places. Maybe he didn't care about this silent conflict. We love Krakow people, they don't like us, but you know, who cares? We decided to build a column to commemorate a great king. It's still the tallest and the oldest non-church monument in Warsaw. Not very original, as the old town is not very old and original, because it was almost completely destroyed 70 years ago, and it was reconstructed in the 50s and 60s. That's why we prefer to not call it Stare Miasto, old town, but Starówka, oldish town, I would say, because we know it was reconstructed, and that's nicely that in 1980, whatever we're going to see, what we're going to see today, is inscribed on the UNESCO list. Are you ready to walk and to see a bit more of the old town? Okay, so let's go.